Gaur Das Babaji was by material considerations practically illiterate. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Prabhupada called him a living encyclopedia. He was an unbelievable scholar. But he put it all aside and decided all this stuff, it has its relevance, but all that really matters is everything is dependent on the will of Krishna. We just surrender to Krishna. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur accepted Gaur Das Babaji as his guru and praised him and worshipped him with all his heart and totally humbled his life before him. But this one little verse that Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati has spoken in his instructions, preach the teachings of Rup Raghunath with all your energy and resources. By understanding it properly, it means whatever we have and whatever anybody else has used in the service of the Lord, we appreciate it. Srila Saraswati Thakur says, our ultimate goal is to become the dust at the feet of Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami. Next he says, you should all work conjointly under the spiritual master with the view to serve at the absolute knowledge, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. To all work conjointly. This was one of our own Guru Maharaj, our Srila Prabhupada's last instructions also in 1977. He said, you can show your love for me by how you cooperate together in fulfilling this mission. He continues on and says, these are his final instructions. You should somehow, these words are very, very powerful. You should somehow live without quarrel. Should I repeat that? You should somehow live without quarrel. And how do we do that? By putting Krishna in the center. Srila Saraswati Thakur tells us, do not give up your service in spite of all danger, all criticism, or all discomforts, because they will come. It's not that we think that because I'm serving Krishna, everything's going to go my way. Everyone's going to love me. And everyone's going to praise me. And everything's going to be comfortable because I'm serving Krishna. Well, if that's what you think, then read Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna. Read Srimad Bhagavatam, the Pandavas. Dhruva Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Ambarish Maharaj, Gajendra. For great souls, obstacles on the path of devotion are the friends of a devotee, because they help us to really keep Krishna in the center and take shelter and understand what really matters. So great souls are put through difficult situations to show us how to be great. And for us, obstacles They are opportunities that if we just respond properly, they make us great devotees. In spite of danger, criticism, or discomforts, not to give up. And even in this world, a person is great when they never give up. Whether they're athletes, or politicians, or businessmen, or philanthropists, people who are great that people remember on any level of society are people who, despite all difficulties, obstacles, and impossible situations, they didn't give up. And if people could do that for political power, for money, for helping people in a philanthropic way, how much a devotee should be willing to do that? To show their love for Krishna and to be an instrument of Krishna's compassion for people we love in this world, who should be everyone. Srila Saraswati Thakur tells, do not be disappointed, because things are not going to always go your way. He would send his devotees out to give lectures. There are instances where they came and they said only 2 or 3 people came to our lecture. And bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, oh, that's wonderful. 2 or 3 people. He said, you are speaking the message of Chaitanya Dev for Krishna's satisfaction. And you're making it available to the world. If no one comes, you should be fully enthusiastic and grateful and empowered to preach to the 4 walls. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur tells us, always hear and chant the names and glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Whatever may come in our life, never let go of that. This is what Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur means. Don't give up the chanting of the holy names. Whatever failures, whatever disappointments, whatever success, whatever occupational duties, whatever pressures in the world, it's what keeps us connected to Krishna, which is the most important thing in our life. Never give up this hearing and chanting. And then Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur ends this phase of his last instruction with these words of how to always chant the holy names. Said you should have the patience and the forbearance of a tree and the humbleness of a piece of straw. Trinadapi sunichena, turor ibasi hishnuna, amani namanadena kirtaniya sadahari. To be humble like a blade of grass, patient, tolerant, forgiving, forbearing, even great obstacles like a tree. To honor, appreciate, and respect other people, and not demand it for ourselves. Srila Prabhupada said, I am actually not doing, you are doing. And then he cried. Anyone who listens to this tape, your heart will melt. He was so choked up with gratitude to all of his followers and with an appeal. Please carry on with the mission of my Guru Maharaj. Srila Prabhupada who has given his life, his soul, his everything for each and every one of us, is crying, pleading with us to help him to carry it on. Through accepting the gift, the matchless gift of bhakti, and cooperating together with enthusiasm, with all our energy and resources to share this with others. It was Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's first instruction to him in 1922. It's the greatest need in the world. It's the greatest act of compassion in the world to spread this love of God and the eternality of the soul. Give this knowledge and experience. He took it as his life and soul then, and gave his life and soul to execute it. And with a faltering voice is begging us, according to our capacity, to chant the no holy names, hear the glories of the Lord, and work together to give happiness in this world of such suffering.